Hello YouTube, what is up? Josh for DaVinci Yu-Gi-Oh here. Finally back with a deck profile for the new July 2014 format. I'm trying out Destiny Heroes, Destiny Hero Plasma Turbo build. It's something different, something new. Not really affected much by the ban list, but it's something I wanted to try out. So without any further ado, I'm just going to go ahead and get started. First off, the Triple Diamond Dude. This is probably the best level 4 or lower Destiny hero. Probably Doomlord comes a close second, but that's alright. Of course, we all know his effect. You can reveal a card off the top of the deck. If it's a normal spell, you can use the effect next turn. Pretty useful. His stats aren't the best, but like I said, they're not bad. For some reason, Destiny heroes aren't very powerful. Except like the really big guys in the fusion, those are pretty overpowered. Oh, this commander, but he's banned. So anyway, this is just your basic Destiny hero for the deck, Diamond Dude. Just gets a little advantage, and he's a nice little easy summon. Then comes the triple Destiny hero Malicious. Malicious now at 3 is a lot better. It's a higher level, lower stats, but you can banish one to special another, which gets really good. Before it was really good with being able to make synchros and everything, and it's that you can just ditch it with Destiny Draw to keep drawing, and then it's viable in the grave. So 3 of those, that's good. One of it in the grave is another one from the deck, so it's a nice trade-off. It's an extra monster that you can summon. Then the big guy, 2 of the Destiny Hero Plasma. I'm not using 3 because this is a weird build. I've tried a lot of different things. 2 is working fine at the moment. I have really not much of a problem drawing into it, but 2 is nice. Of course, the effect is that it's basically skill drain, but only for your opponent's monsters. He's a level 8 in 1900, and he can take any one of your opponent's monsters from the field and equip it to him. He gains half the attack, so that's a nice boost. You'll normally be taking something with at least 2,000, so that'll bring him up to 2,900 attack, and that makes him a nice little beater. That's all for the Destiny heroes, because, those, like I said, not many good ones. Those are the best ones. Then comes support monsters, triple Cardi. Like I said, kind of a turbo variant to it to try and get your pieces, the pieces that you need and everything. That's all. One Dandelion, of course, Dandelion being limited, but it gets a nice effect, of course, when it's sent to the graveyard. You can special summon 2 tokens. You can go ahead and use the tokens to go ahead and tribute your plasma. The effect does say that you can't use these for a tribute summon the turn they're summoned, but as we know, plasma isn't a tribute summon, it's a special summon requiring 3 monsters. So being able to say something, get this to the grave, get 2 tokens, and then normal something, you can go ahead and tribute right off for the Destiny Hero Plasma. Here's where my build differs. Normally here you'd see a Plague Spreader Zombie, but instead I'm trying out 2 Summoner Monk. Summoner Monk gets pretty useful. Of course, if you know anything about Destiny Heroes, they do run a lot of spells, so Summoner Monk is almost always viable. If you have 1 Summoner Monk, at least 2 spells, and a Plasma in hand, then that's Plasma right there. Monk into Monk, and the Monk into any level 4 monster, maybe a Diamond Dude, and you can go ahead and get Diamond Dude's effect off. Possibly, mill a spell, and then go ahead and summon Plasma. Then you get to use the spell next turn. Also, what helps, I found, is using Summoner Monk and then going into, say something like going into the Diamond Dude, getting Diamond Dude's effect off, and then going into Lavalval Chain and using Lavalval Chain to go ahead and stack your plasma. Interesting. Something different. Then I'm using 2 of the Mecha Phantom Beast Tether Wolves. The effect is that when it's normal summon, you can go ahead and special summon a Mecha Phantom Beast token. So it's essentially 2 monsters. Of course, that you can just go ahead and tribute for plasma. If you say have something left over on the field from last turn, you can go ahead and summon one of these, and out comes plasma. Or you can normal summon one of these, get the tokens, go ahead and banish a Malicious, and get another Malicious, 3 monsters for plasma. And the last support monster, 1 Dark Arm. Most things are dark. All the Destiny heroes are dark. You'll be ditching them with your draw power spells, and any other way possible. You do have graveyard control with Malicious being able to banish himself and get the right amount of darks in the graveyard. So that's all for monsters. Not very many. Now comes the biggest portion of the deck, the spells. The spells take up most of the deck. For basic staples, one Dark Hole, only one Soul Charge. Of course, you could use 2 or 3, but right now I'm using 1. 1 is fine. It does kind of have a negative drawback, but for a great trade-off for a lot of getting a lot of monsters. What works best, and that makes me want to bring it to 2 or 3, is Diamond Dude and using Soul Charge. Because you're not technically activating Soul Charge's effect, you don't have the drawback of not conducting your battle phase this turn. And if you should choose, if you get off Diamond Dude's effect and Soul Charge, then you can overlay with any monsters you get. And if you have another Soul Charge in hand, if you were playing 2, you could go ahead and activate that, since you technically didn't activate 1 this turn. So neat little tricks you can do with that. Then 1 Foolish Burial, just basic for dumping Malicious or Dandelion to get their effects off. Basic. Then comes 3 Pot of Duality. This is a normal spell. A lot of the times you won't get to normal summon, and you won't get to special summon, and you can go ahead and Pot Duality to get into what you need, drawing your pieces. Of course, it being a normal spell, you can go ahead and combo it with Diamond Dude, of course. And if you activate it, if you get the effect off with Diamond Dude's effect, you're not going to be restricted by not being able to special summon. Next, 2 Forbidden Lance. This is mostly to protect your Plasma once you finally bring it out, to protect it from anything like Bottomless or Mirror Force or any other harmful spells or traps. Of course, Plasma being as beefy as it is, losing 800 attack doesn't hurt all that much. Then comes 3 Upstart Goblins. 1,000 life points doesn't matter too much when you're trying to bring out a big walking skill drain that can take your opponent's monsters. Being a normal spell, it does work with Diamond Dude and of course Summoner Monk. So just more draw power. 1 Allure of Darkness. There are a lot of darks. Some of you wouldn't mind banishing the Summoner Monk, maybe a Diamond Dude or a Malicious, if it means getting your key cards. Next up, 2 Reinforcement of the Army. Now that this card is finally at 2, I figured why not build a hero deck, and it was either Heroics or this, and I figured why not, why not Destiny Heroes. Losing Stratos, this is just another way to get Diamond Dude, although sadly Stratos was able to get a lot more. At least you have more ways to search out your Diamond Dude. Thin out your deck. I figure why not. Of course, it being a normal spell, if it ever becomes dead, Summoner Monk makes it not as dead. Then the specific draw power for this deck, 3 Destiny draws. Of course, discard 1 Destiny hero and draw 2 cards. That's a fantastic card, being able to combo it off with Malicious or Diamond Dude, or even being able to Reinforcement of the Army for a Diamond Dude and then ditching it with a Destiny draw. Ditching Malicious and setting up for later. And then the last spell of the deck, most important, that we finally have triple Scapegoat. Of course, Scapegoat, you can't use it for normal tribute summons, but you definitely can use it to tribute for Plasma, and it summoning 4 tokens, and you only need to tribute 3. That's a fantastic, it's just a fantastic combo. Essentially, you just need to draw these 2 cards to get started, or even, like I said, Plasma and any other of the ways that you have to summon a lot of monsters and to tribute. And then lastly, the traps, only 3 traps, 3 Threatening Roar, just to combo off with Card-D, to stall off and keep your Diamond Dude maybe for another turn longer. With that brings it to a 40-card main deck, nice and short, very tight. The extra deck, to me, the extra deck really doesn't matter in this deck because I'm not playing Plague Spreader, so I choose not to have the access to the level 8 synchros. If you want to, of course, go ahead and use a Plague Spreader and use a BLs and everything. That becomes really good. The only thing that I would suggest playing if you're going to try out this build, the only thing I would say is 1 Lavalval Chain, or maybe even 2. Being able to summon a monk into your Diamond Dude, that gets you a nice little plus, of course. Possibly getting off Diamond Dude's effect, overlaying into this, and then stacking the deck to place your Plasma on the top. If your Lavalval Chain survives, then next turn you can even use its effect to send a monster to the graveyard, sending a Dandelion, getting your 2 tokens, and you have a Lavalval Chain, and you contribute the Lavalval Chain and 2 tokens for your Destiny Hero Plasma. Everything else that I'm using in my extra deck is just useful stuff. 2 Gaga Cowboy, 2 Maystroke, of course, for defense. Steel Swarm Roach, Diamond Dire Wolf, number 50. Photon Papilloperative, number 103. Key Beetle, why not? Everything's dark and can protect your Plasma. Utopia, why not? And Gemini Pearl, why not? All of this is just whatever you can use. If you definitely want to try out a synchro build with Plague Spreader and BLs and everything, that of course works. But how I figure is Lavalval Chain just works best with this. If you can make the Lavalval Chain go, it stacks the deck, of course. So anyway, that has been all for this deck profile today of my Destiny Hero Plasma Turbo build for the July 2014 format. It's something I've been trying out. It's working all right. Definitely fun, of course. Give it a try. A lot of the cards come in common and other low rarity, so of course easy to pick up. So anyway, this has been Josh for DaVinci Yu-Gi-Oh! If you enjoyed the video, please be sure to comment and like and subscribe if you want to see a lot more Yu-Gi-Oh! Videos. Also, let me know how everything sounds. I'm using a headset today to record my voice a lot better, and I believe the new intro should be at the beginning of this video. I'll be definitely posting a lot more on this channel now that I have a bit more free time in that. I've finally reached 150 subscribers. Yay, everybody. So anyway, this has been Josh for DaVinci Yu-Gi-Oh! Signing out.